And welcome back to the 5A State Basketball Semifinal Saturday on the Natural State Sports Network, hosted by Farmington High School. Here in the booth, Tristan Harlan here with Steve Hinton. Darius Robinson left us. Unfortunately, he's down in Morrilton to call the Mills semifinal matchup. But Steve, we got a good matchup on our hands between Nettleton and Mountain Home.
Yeah, so the last two remaining non-number one seeds is both Mountain Home and Nettleton able to pull off, quote-unquote, as I give the air quotes no one can see, upsets in their quarterfinal matchups after beating Mountain Home, just taking Bologna to the woodshed in that game, and then Nettleton on a buzzer beater in what was an instant classic over the number one seeded Lake Hamilton Wolves.
Yeah, most definitely, Steve. It was a fun, thrilling quarterfinal round for both these squads, but you got to take a look at the bracket to see what awaits the winner of this matchup in Banco ZK Arena in Hot Springs Arena.
Yep, so the winner of this one will face the Farmington Lady Cardinals as Farmington looks for their fourth consecutive state championship, going all the way back to the 2023 season in 4A, the 24 season in 4A, and then last year in 5A, and again this year looking to repeat once again as 5A state champions. And it'll be a different opponent than what they faced last year because they knocked that opponent off earlier today. So took down Greene County Tech, the number one out of the East, in what was a great basketball game.
Yeah, no easy path or road to Banco ZK Arena. It was a great matchup earlier today. Farmington, Greene County Tech went down to the wire there for a minute, and then Farmington able to pull it off.
Well, I'll say this about easy roads to Banco ZK Arena. You should probably take 270 or to 70. I mean, that's probably your best option. But other than that, playing to get there has proven to be difficult for a lot of teams.
Well, we're going to do the national anthem and Pledge of Allegiance, so we'll take a step away. We'll be right back.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States.
All right, we're back after the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance, talking about the starting lineup. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, Mountain Home Lady Bombers, Brooklyn Mitchell, J.L. Yonkers, Lauren Rawls, Lakin Anderson, and Libby Foss-Ness.
At guard, a 5'4" senior, number 4, Lauren Rawls. At guard, a 5'6" senior, number 32, Lakin Anderson. And at center, a 6' senior, number 33, Libby Foss-Ness. The Mountain Home Lady Bombers are led by head coach Del Leonard and assisted by Mitch Huskey.
They're led by Coach Del Leonard, assistant coach Mitch Husky.
The starting lineup of the team on the home side of the scoreboard, the number 2 seed. Out of the Valley East, the Nettleton
Now for the home
Raiders.
team on the scoreboard, the Nettleton Lady Raiders.
Starting at guard, a 5'7" junior number 1, Hayden Hardaway.
Caden Hardaway leads things off as a 5'8" junior guard wearing number 1,
Taylor Thomas.
followed by Taylor Thomas.
At guard, a 5'5"
To Kyla Marshall, who hit the buzzer beater to send the Nettleton Lady Raiders to the semifinal matchup.
6' junior number 13, Simone.
Simone Smith, the 6' senior, or 6' center.
Sophomore number 15,
And then last but not least, number 15, Tori Cunningham.
Lady Raiders are led by head coach Kevin Frisbee.
Kevin Frisbee is the head coach of the Nettleton Lady Raiders, so it's about time to play basketball.
Absolutely it is, and I think the number one thing we've got to watch out for in this one, Tristan Harlan, is our PA announcer's on about his 67th game of the week, and we got to make sure that he is not too much of a homer down there. You know, Dylan Connolly, a bit of a mountain home guy.
Got to make sure he stays neutral. Got to make sure we stay neutral as well.
That's right. Hey, before we get started, just so you're aware, we operate off of excitement. We have no ties to either program on the floor, and we're just looking forward to a fun basketball game. So if you happen to tune in and Mountain Home's on a 10-0 run, don't get upset if we're excited, because when Nettleton responds, we're going to get excited too.
So Mount Home wins the tip-off. They'll have the basketball first. The only thing I'm biased towards is that Ghost is the better of the energy drink brands. Shots up. Shot's going to fall for the first 2 buckets for Fosness.
My bias is these cookies.
Shout out to the hospitality ladies down there in the hospitality room. They've been great all week long.
Yeah, I sent D-Rob with a message for Denny Tipton at Morrilton. Step it up, sir.
Mid-range on the way, no good. Mount Home with the rebound. It'll go to Livy. Mitchell sporting some kind of shoulder tape or brace or something. She didn't have that on in the Lake Hamilton game, I do not think.
She had it yesterday for sure. Did pay attention to that, as she had kind of a slow scoring performance, especially early, until she had a big fourth to pick up 8 to help Mountain Home onto that win.
The opposite end off the glass. It goes up and through from Thomas.
The question, I think in this one, if you're a Mountain Home fan, is one, this is a team that doesn't go much deeper than 5. A lot of they put out a lot of energy yesterday in the win over Bologna, and played incredible basketball in that game. Now, question is, can they keep that intensity here today?
And right there, the three-pointers up and good by Jayla Yonkers. Now 7-2, Bomber lead.
Yonkers quickly picking up where she left off yesterday.
Shot not going to get the Nettleton bounce, but they're forced to turnover on the opposite end. To Kyla, off the rim, no good.
Wedgie.
And we get a wedgie.
Yes. Come on, Mr. Official. That official's like 6'2". Like, come on. Surely you can get up there.
We'll just have to send Decon up there.
Yes. Don't break it. Thought that lady in the tunnel was going to throw her kid at it the way she was swinging them. Man.
That would have made the night right there. So Nettleton to inbound after the wedge. It's 7-2 in favor of Mountain Home.
To Kyla Marshall, the hero of the game yesterday against Lake Hamilton.
Of course, got to shout out Kyle Sutherland for sharing that one. Three-pointer on its way, hits. Thomas has the 3. She now has all 5 points for the Raiders. Ooh. Shot's going to be rejected from behind, out of bounds.
Thomas doing it all here early on.
2-point advantage for Mountain Home.
I think that's another big matchup to watch is how does Nettleton defend Livy Fosness, leading scorer for this Mountain Home team at 16 a game.
Yonkers has the basketball. They're going to say turnover.
Offensive foul, Mountain Home's number 4, Warren Rawls. That's her first personal.
Rawls gets the offensive foul, so it'll be a turnover.
Rawls with the offensive foul here, and so first foul of the evening on Mountain Home. And again, worth keeping an eye on as Mountain Home team that does not go very deep into their bench.
Marshall inside. Doesn't get the friendly roll. Fosness with the rebound. We approach the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Inside pass, shots up, shot's gonna be good. Yonkers with a wide open lane to the basket, and it's good.
Yeah, I love the play design there for Mountain Home as they were able to find a cutting Yonkers on that play. That was really well designed with the screen.
Nettleton down 9-5. Three-pointer on its way. Yes, ma'am. You can count that one as the three-pointer's good by Caden Hardaway.
A three-point shot falling early for Nettleton. That's a good sign for them.
Shot on the opposite end, no good. She's looking for a foul call. She didn't get it.
One of the big keys for Mountain Home against Bologna was their defense. They defended really well. There's a turnover, but they defended really well against Bologna, limiting them from the perimeter, and so that'll be a key for this one. Good to see my guy Antonio Whitney in the comments, here supporting his Raiders.
Shot's no good, goes hard. Rebound goes to Marshall.
Marshall forgot to take the basketball with her on that one. Or Hardaway, sorry.
Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound will go to Nettleton. 2-on-2 fast break. She goes up with it. Too strong on the finish. Rims out. Inside pass. Fosness off the glass, and it bounces through.
Great play there by Anderson as well as Mitchell. They get it up the floor quickly, had numbers, and Anderson found Fosness cutting to the basket.
Hardaway, her three-pointer, count it. It's good.
I'll tell you what, got a lot of rain last night, but it's raining threes right now for Nettleton early in this one.
Tied at 11, 3 minutes left in the first.
Oh, hounding defense there. Forces the turnover. Mitchell looked like she was going to have an easy look at the bucket. You don't know if maybe the shoulder situation is limiting her at all, but the shot she had looked like it was going to be a pretty open look. She left it short. And then great defense caused the turnover that time for Nettleton.
So what once was a Mountain Home controlled first quarter has now resulted in a tie. Marshall drives baseline. She kicks it back out to Hardaway. Hardaway falls down. And able to maintain possession. Tray ball. Yes, ma'am. The Raiders hit another three.
Threes continuing to fall for Nettleton here as they are filling up that part of the stat sheet. This has been an impressive shooting performance so far.
It's practically been 2v5 as Hardaway and Thomas are the only two scorers in the scorebook for Nettleton. Hardaway with 6, Thomas with 8. Pass goes hard, out of bounds, Nettleton basketball.
They'll come back to that. Mitchell had her defender beat there, but unfortunately the pass just a little too tall. Give these fan bases credit as Mountain Home made the somewhat short trip over, and then Nettleton a little longer trip, but both teams showing well here with the fans in attendance.
Well, I'll tell you, Tim, we got to also shout out, too, since they still have fans here supporting Nettleton. GCT's got a couple fans that have hung around to support the other Northeast Arkansas school.
Good to see those great Northeast Arkansas basketball fans hanging around, supporting their East teams a lot. And it's a tournament at this point that is loaded with teams just from the East and West outside of our boys' second semifinal, as that'll be 2 teams from the central part of the state.
Three-pointer on its way, no good. Rebound will go to Nettleton.
Right now, I think we talked about it at the outset. The question will be energy levels and just how tired this Mountain Home team could be, playing such a short roster. And we'll keep an eye on these shots. Right now, nothing falling for Mountain Home. That could be a sign of some tired legs.
Smith was the one with the rebound. Foul on the opposite end. Hey, heads up, cameraman. Bounce ball's coming right to you.
I didn't even know he could dribble. That was impressive.
Surprised he could do anything other than play on his phone.
That's not a specific hit at him. That's just a kid thing, like an adult thing, an everybody thing. I'm just as guilty of it.
And for the Raiders, number 5, Jordan Cole.
So at the line's going to be Tori Cunningham. She hit her first. Now 15-11. 2 for 2 that trip. 16-11 now our score.
So now if you're Mountain Home, a bucket is imperative on this possession. Don't want to start to fall too far behind. And now a turnover instead.
Nettleton forcing another turnover inside off the glass. No good.
Boy, nice move, just couldn't get the finish.
That one went up, no good, but she'll get fouled. So Mitchell will be going to the line for a chance at 2.
Yeah, so far, and again, we don't know exactly what the tape situation is for Mitchell. And I know I noticed it in yesterday's game for them when they beat Valonia. But now that's a couple of shots. Obviously some contact on that one. That's a few shots so far that she's left short of the rim.
Hit the second free throw. 16-12 is our score.
And Tristan, if we learned anything about this Mountain Home team yesterday, really both of these teams very resilient. But Mountain Home, they built that huge lead at the break over Valonia. I think most people in this arena, unless you were in the Bomber Blue, were very surprised by how that first half went. But you got to give Mountain Home a ton of credit. They knew Valonia would make their run. They made it close, got it within 10. And then in the fourth, this resilient team just took over and finished that one off.
The buzzer beater, no good, so we head to the second quarter. Our score is 16-12. You're watching the 5A state semifinals right here on the Natural State Sports Network, hosted by Farmington High School.
Most people think farming is just about getting your hands dirty. At ASUBB, we're not just driving, we're programming the future. With GPS and GIS tracking, we don't miss an inch. It's about being smarter, faster, and more efficient. From drones to data analytics, the future of agriculture is here. The industry is evolving. Are you?
Master the tech and own the field. Visit asub.edu/precision ag for more information.
All right, we're back here. Start of the second quarter, 16-12. Tristan Harlan here with Steve Hinton. Mountain Home with the basketball. She'll be fouled. That's number 2, Brooklyn Mitchell, going to the free throw line. All right, well, here's something cool while we await the free throws. Or hold on. They're going to shoot free throws. So here's something cool. Agriculture Today is all about precision. At ASUBB, students are learning how to use drones to scout fields, multi-spectrum maps to track crop performance, and advanced equipment that practically drives itself. It's smart farming, it's strategic, and it's opening doors to high-demand careers. If you're looking for a path that combines hands-on work with cutting-edge tech, precision agriculture at ASUBB might just be your move. Learn more at www.asub.edu/precisionag.
There's a three, boy.
Another
goodness.
three for Nettleton. Nettleton is letting it rain from threes.
Now what a start from the perimeter for this Nettleton team. Rawls an answer.
Oh, wow, what an answer from the trifecta land. Lauren Riles with the tray.
Appreciate that, Jessica. I figure it's an athletic tape situation where kind of like get an ankle taped and that kind of deal. And I did notice it yesterday, but
Another three on its way, off the mark, no good. She'll get the rebound. That's Mitchell. I tell you the truth, Steve, the entire tournament, I thought that may have been a sleeve. She'll be going right back to the free throw line.
love the aggression out of Mitchell. Just needs to finish a couple of these and would really get this Mountain home crowd going. Obviously, filling it up from the free throw line, and that is great. But 3 is greater than 2 any day.
Mitchell at the line. She now has 4 points in this contest. 2 for 2 that trip. Now we're tied right back up at 19.
Again, even though Nettleton has been hot from the perimeter, Mountain home has done a great job of hanging around, getting much-needed buckets, and then being successful at the free throw line.
Still deadlocked at 19. 6:20 left to go in the first half. Thomas hands it off to Cunningham. Got bumped. Cole inside off the glass,
wow.
and that's going to be good. Ring it up, put 2 on the board. She's going to the line for 1 more.
Jordan Cole off the bench comes in with a big bucket and the harm. And again, that'll speak back to our roster management and available players. As again, Mountain home team can go a whole lot deeper than the 5 on the floor. And now you're getting great contribution if you're Nettleton from the bench.
Inside, Yonkers goes up with it, no good. Rebound go out of bounds. It'll be Nettleton basketball.
Nettleton basketball.
And they're going to say Cole stepped right out of bounds. So a turnover by Nettleton. It'll be Mountain home basketball once again.
Another really good defensive possession that time for Mountain home. Good.
Inside pass. That one's going to be up and good by Mitchell.
Great action. They worked Mitchell around the screen, and a perfect dime of a pass inside for the bucket.
Hardaway, her tray. No good. Off the back iron. Rebound goes to Yonkers. Yonkers slows things down. And she gets it in the corner. She'll try baseline. That's rolls. Back out, tray ball. Fire.
Lakin Anderson getting in on the three-point party.
Anderson converts the trifecta. Now a 2-point Bomber lead. Cunningham inside, high off the glass. No, it's a little short. Goes out of bounds, but it'll stay right here.
Folks in blue not agreeing with that. As you can tell, neither is head coach Dale Leonard.
And they inbound it, gets it to Cole. Cunningham with it. Now to Hardaway. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Cunningham tries to drive inside to the corner. Cole's tray ball, no good. At the buzzer, they try to force the offensive rebound. They do. Hardaway drives inside, goes up with it high off the glass, no good. It'll go out of bounds. It'll stay right here.
That is a tough break. You know, one of the things to keep an eye on here, I was talking about the resiliency of Mountain Home. This three-point shooting can't stay this hot all night for Nettleton. If it does, then congratulations. give them their ticket to Benko ZK Arena. But statistically, you just cannot rely on the three to fall that much.
Cole hits a three.
But when you get 3 opportunities to hit it, and you're a 30-ish% three-point shooting team, guess what? The stats say you're going to do it. The difference is when you come up the court and you jack one up and you're making it 100% of the time, that's not going to continue. The problem on that possession for Mountain Home was they got 0 defensive rebounds.
The response, no good. They're going to call a foul on Mountain Home while they were fighting for the rebound. It'll be Nettleton basketball. And somebody said it earlier in the comments, and I'm going to repeat it. Hand down, woman down.
That's right. Development here. Faustness just picked up her second. Faustness, the leading scorer, and she took over against Bologna yesterday. Keep an eye on that.
25-24, Hardaway with the basketball. Inside, Cunningham, off balance, no good.
Ooh,
She'll get fouled.
That is 3 now on Rawls. That will force Coach Leonard to go to his bench. Rawls got in, if I remember correctly, got in foul trouble yesterday as well. He was able to finish.
First free throw good. They now have a 2-point lead. Addison McCarn comes in. Steve almost just fell.
I would have landed on you. It's okay.
That rebound goes to Livy Faustness.
You would have saved me.
I would have.
You know, foul trouble was the difference in our first semifinal of girls play today between Farmington and the 1 seed out of the East.
Shots up, shots going to be good off the glass by Anderson. She now has 5.
As Johnson had picked up her 3rd foul early in that game in the second. And Tristan, that game was played very closely for the 3 of the 4 periods played. Every period being either tied or a difference of 1, with the exception of the second, where Johnson picked up her 3rd foul and had to sit. And that was the quarter that Farmington built a 10-point advantage.
There's been some great matchups in this girls' tournament, that's for sure. As that one stolen away. Lane to the basket's going to be up. Shot's going to fall. Mitchell with the basket. Mountain Home takes the lead.
Now we're seeing this Mountain Home team get hot, as they've scored 16 here in the second.
Cunningham lost control of it, goes out of bounds. They'll stay here with Nettleton. Mountain Home's got to be careful not to get a sideline warning or a technical. Inbound up to Hardaway. Now Cole has it. 15 to go on the shot clock. Cunningham, her mid-range, no good. Rebound goes to Mitchell. Mitchell just going to slowly bring it across half court before she sets up the offense. She dribbles, she drives, she kicks out. Three-pointer on the way. Count it.
And how about that? McCarn right off the bench saying, what do you mean 5 deep? We go 6 deep here as McCarn knocks down the 3.
Timeout needed by Coach Frisbee and Nettleton. When orthopedic injuries happen, get expert care now. At UAMS Health Ortho Now, they provide fast, convenient care for all your orthopedic needs, from sports injuries to joint pain and beyond. No appointment needed. Walk in for immediate care, get on-site x-rays, and see the best in orthopedic care all in one place. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Don't wait in pain. Walk in today. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
Tristan, one thing I like from Mountain Home right now, Brooklyn Mitchell has been very aggressive in this first half. As Mitchell has, yesterday a slow start, just 2 points in the first half. Really got it going in the fourth with 8. Was a big difference in helping Mountain Home not only stave off Bologna, but build their lead in the fourth. So far tonight, she has been very aggressive. 9 points, 8 of them here in this second. She's been able to earn several trips to the free throw line because of that aggression.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. 31-26 is our score. Nettleton has the basketball. Hardaway is going to have the ball poked away. Side on the opposite end. Shots up. Shots going to fall for Brooklyn Mitchell. Mountain Home is going on a run. What can Nettleton do to stop it? Hardaway kicks it to the corner. Inside to Cunningham. Cunningham lost control of it. They're trying to find a good shot here.
Great hands from Fosness there to knock that ball away.
Mid-range, count it, it's good.
It's a great shot out of the mid-range from Cunningham. That's the counter when your 3 stops falling. If you can make it through from the mid-range, you can make it very difficult on your opponent.
Offensive foul will be charged to Kyla Marshall. It'll be a turnover, and it'll be her second foul. And you got to think somewhere Coach McCullough is sitting here watching this game and really scouting these opponents.
No doubt she will be, but if it was to be Mountain Home, Fosness just couldn't get it over the rim. But if it were to be Mountain Home, that's a team they are very familiar with, obviously. Both teams coming out of the West. And the number 1 seed, Farmington, the number 2 seed, Mountain Home. And Mountain Home gave them a battle in both games, but a great battle in that finale to the regular season between the two. And so I kind of took a look at our comments over here, and the opinion of one at least is that neither one of these teams would be able to compete with Farmington. But Mountain Home has proven that even with a limited bench, they can compete with this Farmington team. And this Nettleton team, if they're shooting it like this and they're defending physically like they've been throughout this tournament, wouldn't count them out as either.
The free throws go through.
Shot clock again.
Subs are going to come in. Covey comes in for Mountain Home. And Simone Smith will come in for Nettleton.
Travel.
Fosness is going to come back in.
Fosness has to be careful here with 2 fouls. You do not want to pick up that third here in this final 30 seconds of the half.
Right now it's 35-28. Mountain Home leads it. Trying to keep up the momentum. Shots up. Shot's going to splash. Jayla Yonkers, give her double digits, and she now has 10.
What a job here by Mountain Home. Again, they withstood the barrage of 3-point shooting from Nettleton early, locked in defensively, and now they have done a great job in this second, building a big lead.
10-point advantage, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Yonkers got to shoot it. She throws it up. Oh, she almost hit that off the backboard. So we head to halftime. Our score, 38-28. Mountain Home with a 10-point advantage. Can they hold on? Find out when we come back for the second half coverage of the semifinal matchup here from Farmington High School on the Natural State Sports
Every
Network.
difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
Agriculture is not about what's in the soil anymore. It's what's in the data.
From drone flight classes to GIS mapping, ASUBB gives us the eye in the sky. We're learning to see problems before they happen and solve them with precision. Whether you're in the field or the lab, the future of farming is wide open.
Precision training for a high-tech world. Visit asub.edu/precision ag for more information.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Most people think farming is just about getting your hands dirty. At ASUBB, we're not just driving, we're programming the future. With GPS and GIS tracking, we don't miss an inch. It's about being smarter, faster, and more efficient. From drones to data analytics, the future of agriculture is here.
The industry is evolving. Are you?
Master the tech and own the field. Visit asub.edu/precision ag for more information.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
What keeps me doing this work is the knowledge that if we don't step out and speak up, our waiting kids might not have a voice.
Until there are no kids in Arkansas wondering where they're home, wondering where their family is, we cannot quit. There's too much at stake.
We all have to come together to solve this problem.
We still are not at zero, and there are still around 200 kids that are wanting us to give them a voice and to help them find their way home.
We have the tools.
We have the tech.
At ASUBB, we have the plan to get you hired.
Our Precision Ag program combines hands-on experience with cutting-edge certificates, returning students into the most sought-after professionals in the industry.
Don't just farm, be a leader in the farming industry. Visit asub.edu/precision ag for more information.
And finally, a Central Arkansas success story. A salute to my friends at the Natural State Sports Network.
Few people are enjoying calling high school games more than Steve Henson.
25-20, 15, 10-5, 4-3-2-1, give him 6. What a play by the Coyote.
So much fun to
to be able to call the game with that excitement. The parents love it. The fans love it. The kids just absolutely eat it up.
We could get him involved more. That kid's, he's got a ton of talent.
Steve and his partner, Will Watkins, who Steve calls the mastermind, did their first game 5 years ago. Fast forward to 2025, 5 schools now have contracts with the Natural Sports Network.
It was one of those things where, when we started doing it, we had no idea what we were doing. So it was like, hey, we'll do it, and if people think it's cool, then great. There's no way you could have gotten me to believe that we'd be where we are today and the impact we've had.
Good decision by the Bears to hold it right there.
Oh! And they take pride in the quality of their broadcasts.
We want to be able to put out something that's not just, anybody can, with the advent of Huddle and everything else, anybody can put a stream out now. But we want something that that the viewer can enjoy, and from commentary to the angles to the cameras.
The Hornets are headed to Bank of the Ozark Arena on Saturday.
They say the guy behind camera, Will Watkins, searches YouTube on how to do games. And he's been the mastermind behind the whole deal. But it's a quality product. Yeah, it's a great team over there. Okay, good stuff, Sully. Thanks very much. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back to the second half coverage of the 5A State Basketball Tournament, the semifinal Saturday round on the Natural State Sports Network, hosted by Farmington High School. I'm Tristan Harlan here with Steve Hinton. Steve, what did you think about that first half?
Again, we talked resiliency. I thought that Nettleton did a great job, came out hot, kind of picked up from the emotional win that they had yesterday against Lake Hamilton, knocking down threes. But then Mountain Home they did what Mountain Home does. They continued to defend. They continued to move without the ball. They found open shots. And suddenly a game that was 16-12, advantage Nettleton after one, has become a 38-28 10-point advantage here for Mountain Home, thanks to a 26-12 second quarter advantage. So I think if you're Nettleton, you cannot continue to rely on the three. If it's there, take it. But you've got to start working this inside and get more into get Marshall involved, get Simone Smith involved, and try to work this game more inside.
Of course, the winner of this one goes on to Banco ZK Arena in Hot Springs, Arkansas to play Farmington as they defeated Greene County Tech earlier today. So Nettleton will have the basketball to start us off here on the second half, and we're going to get started with some fireworks as Thomas is going to go for an and one.
Again, I think that is exactly what this Nettleton team needs to do. The three-point shot will be there, but if you can battle inside and get buckets in that fashion.
She connects with the and one, so 38-31 is going to be our score.
The other piece, too, we talked about it a lot in that first half. I think driving inside, you need to go right at Faustus if you're Nettleton and give yourselves an opportunity to get more fouls on 33. As again, it's not a deep Mountain Home team.
Shots up, shots going to bounce through for Anderson.
Again, Anderson now with 7.
So Hardaway gets the screen from Cunningham. Ball is going to go out of bounds. Another turnover by Nettleton.
Got to avoid that as well. And to follow up on the point of this Mountain Home team not being very deep, Dylan Connolly had sent me stats as we were prepping for these broadcasts. And on their stats, just 7 players really with recorded minutes that would be eligible to have stats to be concerned with.
Faustus goes up with the $1 million move, but a 5-cent finish.
A tough break that time. Faustus just couldn't get it in.
Treball on his way, a little strong. Rebound goes to Nettleton, steps through off the glass. That one, though, will connect. Torrey Cunningham now with 7 points.
Nice job there by Cunningham. And again, starting to find success inside.
Response on its way, no good. Got a fall on it. Jump ball, possession arrow will be pointing in favor of the Bombers.
Nettleton cost themselves a possession there by not hustling. Give Brooklyn Mitchell a ton of credit for hustling after that when the ball was loose and had an opportunity to pick it up, and Nettleton just didn't get there.
Brooklyn Mitchell puts it up. She now has 13.
Now Mitchell really starting to impose her will. If she can continue to get that ball above the rim like she's done here in the last couple of attempts. It's going to be a long night for Nettleton.
Open shot off the glass, going to be up and good by Simone Smith. Mitchell drives inside off the glass, no good. Rebound goes to Nettleton. It's Taylor with the rebound. Cunningham's three, no good. Marshall off the glass, and that one will go through.
And Tristan three-point shots are so pretty, but those high percentage shots in the lane are so much more reliable.
Mitchell back out. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound will go to Simone Smith.
Appreciate the kind words, Mr. Bart Reed. Enjoyed getting to watch Lily play this week here in Farmington. Disappointing.
Stay with Nettleton.
Disappointed, I know, that the season wasn't able to continue for the Lady Yellow Jackets, but great showing by them this year in what is a very young team that will no doubt take a big step up next year.
Inside pass off the inbound. Hardaway gets it up for 2. Timeout called by Mountain Home. The Raiders are starting the second half on a run. They've got it within 3.
Yeah, I love the adjustment by Coach Frisbee. You know, talking to him last night in postgame, he was talking about when Marshall hit that 3. That wasn't the play call. He says, I can't take credit. I didn't make that play call. He said, well, or maybe I can take credit. I don't know. Well, he can take credit right now for the adjustments they've made. Again, this team really hot early from 3. And you know, percentage-wise, it's not always going to fall. And you can see the concerted effort now to get it inside, work it through your inside players, and then if the 3 presents itself, take it. But so far, they have been dominant inside in this third.
42-39. Winner of this one goes on to play Farmington. Steve, coming out of this timeout, do you expect Nettleton to make more adjustments or keep playing the same game plan they have so far?
I don't know. I wouldn't adjust much at this point. Now, if Mountain Home decides to start really packing the lane, then you may see them try to work around the perimeter a little bit more. But I think right now, just continue to play aggressive defense on that end of the floor. And if you're Nettleton, just keep packing it inside and get the high percentage shots that present themselves. And if there's a 3 there, knock it down because you've shown you can do that.
So Mountain Home has the basketball after the timeout. 42-39 is our score. Mitchell has it on the wing. She tries to drive inside, goes up with it. She's fouled. She'll be going to the line for 2.
Personal foul, Nettleton's number 15, Tori Cunningham. That's her first, team's first. Brooklyn Mitchell.
To reiterate the situation on the bench for Mountain Home, Tay Chairs is on the floor currently. Tay Chairs has played 7 minutes this year.
First free throw was good for Mitchell. The second one goes through as well. 44-39 is the count. Mountain Home trying to slow the momentum down that Nettleton came into the second half with.
And Nettleton's cut this from a 10-point lead to 5.
Marshall drives inside off the glass, and it's good.
Yeah, I love what Nettleton's doing right now. Again, you have to expect Mountain Home to start tiring. What happens when you get tired? Your shot goes, you reach, you foul.
Rebound goes to Nettleton. Down 3. Shots up. Shot's going to be good on the opposite end. That's Taylor Thomas with 13.
And Mountain Home just has no answers inside. You got to wonder how tired Libby Fosness is at this point.
It's a 1-point game. Mountain Home leads it. Shots up. Shot's going to go through for Yonkers.
That's one they got to get going. Yonkers, a good night so far with 12. Just 2 here in the second half, though. Only 5 since the first.
Marshall goes in off the glass with a minty fresh finish.
Marshall really heating up now.
Marine shot too strong. Rebound goes to Cunningham and she runs in to Marshall.
Remember, Tristan, I think this is probably a conversation we could have or could have had with Dell Leonard just to ask their philosophy. But if you think last night in that Valonia game, they built that huge lead in the first half. It was the third quarter that they allowed Valonia to make a run, and then in the fourth they really locked in and were able to extend that lead and get the big victory over Valonia to get here.
Ball was turned away. She saves it. Got to throw it up. She does. Air ball. Shot clock violation by Nettleton.
I didn't think she got it out of her hand in time either way, but so again, if you're Mountain Home right now, you're just hoping to withstand this storm and get into the fourth, and then you'll leave it all out there on the floor for 8 more minutes.
Of course, all the games here at semifinal Saturday have been real good. Mitchell drives inside. She'll get fouled. They're going to inbound.
Of course, Farmington Lady Cards advanced to yet another state championship. It's getting to a point here at Farmington that if they don't make it to a state championship game, it's a very disappointing season.
Mitchell has it guarded close. Mount Home finds it inside, but a foul is going to be called against Simone Smith. As Foss has tried to get the three-pointer to fall. Shots up, shots, gonna not go. Rebound goes to Mount Home. Second chance opportunity also does not fall. Rebound goes to Hardaway.
Well, that shot off of Mitchell's hand looked beautiful. Great rotation, just couldn't get it to fall. Hey, Tristan, we learned something new at halftime. Apparently we sound and look really good at 34,000 feet in the air.
We do. Traveling violation going to be called against Hardaway.
Well, we appreciate you joining us, Jennifer, and we are looking forward to that one. Talk about a ton of talent on the floor. That should be an exciting game, a high-flying game.
A shot no good. Rebound goes to Smith. Still a one-point advantage for Mountain Home. Thomas pushes it up, gives it to the corner. Marshall, her three-pointer, way off the mark, no good. But Steve, to your point earlier, yes, I guess we do apparently sound good at 35,000 feet.
Yeah, had some great conversation with a Farmington fan during the break, and very complimentary of our coverage of this week's tournament.
Oh, Smith's going to pick up her fourth foul.
I'm wondering if, as our old buddy Jim Ashley likes to say, it's the hands you didn't see. Looked like she had them both up. Maybe the hip check is what got her in trouble.
First free throw's up and good. Now a 2-point advantage for Mountain Home.
Yeah, I think in regards to that next game coming up, someone might want to go down and have a chat with Bo Thompson and tell him that he may want to get a few extra rims ready.
Three-point advantage. Mountain Home trying to bring some pressure. In the corner. Shots up. Shots no good. But she got fouled.
Yeah, Lakin Anderson, no reason to do that. As not only was she late closing out, but instead of going up and just trying to maybe get a fingertip on it, she swatted at it as she went by. Easy foul to call for our officials on that one.
It's Kyla Marshall at the line for three. She's got 6. This is the first. She's got 2 more.
I'll tell you, Tristan, if Mountain Home can get out of this third with a 2-possession advantage, they've got to feel good about where they are going into the fourth with how they played last night.
That one hits. 1-point advantage for Mountain Home.
Conversely, if you're Nettleton, you know you've still got a few bullets on that bench over there. An opportunity to really tire out Mountain Home if you can either get the lead or just keep it right here at a 1-possession game.
Mitchell drives inside, gets fouled. That's Gleason with the foul. It'll be her second.
Personal foul, Nettleton's number 14, Ayana Gleason. That's her second personal, team's 5th. Brooklyn Mitchell, shooting 2.
The first one goes through. Now 49-47. Second one also goes through. They're up 3. 5 seconds. This team has been known to hit a buzzer beater. Hardaway stops. She's going to throw it up. Oh, no good. We go to the fourth quarter. Our score, 50-47. Mountain Home with the lead. Can the Lady Raiders come back and win this one? Find out when we come back right here on the Natural State Sports Network.
From the first time you picked up a basketball at 4 years old, you've been dreaming about this moment. All that stands between you and being a hometown hero for life is 32 minutes.
Inbound to Burgess, goes up. It's pandemonium at Bank OZK Arena.
2026 Centennial Bank State Basketball Finals from Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs. All the excitement tips off on March the 12th and runs all weekend long. For all the ways to watch, just log on arkansastv.gov/sports.
All right, we're back here for the final quarter of the third semifinal game on semifinal Saturday. And here's something cool. Agriculture Today is all about precision at ASUBB. Students are learning how to use drones to scout fields, multi-spectrum maps to track crop performance, and advanced equipment that practically drives itself. It's smart farming, it's strategic, and it's opening doors to high-demand careers. If you're looking for a path that combines hands-on work with cutting-edge tech, precision agriculture at ASUBB might just be your move. Learn more at www.asub.edu/precisionag.
There is no way that is the shot that Coach Frisbee called up to open the fourth. A deep, deep three that wasn't even close.
Mountain Home with the basketball after the three goes out of bounds.
Some Parkview royalty in the house as Coach Howard has made her way into the building. Parkview women's coach, one of the most successful ladies coaches in the state of Arkansas.
Fostis with the basketball. She hands it off to Mitchell. Mitchell drives inside, goes up with it. She got her own miss. Somewhere else has to travel. That one up high, no good. Buzzer sounds. It would have been a shot clock violation. Goes up with it on the opposite end, and it goes through for Taylor Thomas. Now 49-50, Bombers lead. 7 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Jennifer in the comments filling a Panther two-peat. See if they can get there. Got to get past a very good Parkview team first.
Deep three on its way, no good. Rebound will go to Smith.
Tough foul on Yonkers.
Foul on Hawks number 3, Jayla Yonkers. That's her first personal, team's first in the fourth quarter.
Six and a half left. That's what separates both these teams from a date with Farmington in Bank OZK Arena. Three-pointer on the way. Count it! It's good!
Big shot right there for the Raiders. Mountain Home's got to settle in here. Can't let Nettleton continue to keep the momentum rolling from a big third. Who's your scoring option here if you're the Bombers?
Timeout call by Mountain Home. Nettleton starting to go on a run. 52-50 is our score. And man, oh man, it's been a good one.
There's your problem. Just saying, because he's not there.
Nettleton's on a run, Steve.
They are. Nettleton, of course, this run really goes back to the third as they outscored Mountain Home 19-12 in that third pulled in three, and now they just continue to put their foot on the gas. And again, we're starting to see a little bit of that inside out and how that can really impact a defense. Mountain Home struggling right now because now you really don't know which direction to go. They're able to drive it to the basket. If you fall off of them, then they're just going to shoot it. If you come up and defend them tight, then they're going to drive it to the basket and beat you. This is a Mountain Home team. You know they're exhausted. They have got to figure out a way to tighten it up in the lane. Livy Fostis has got to be huge in this fourth.
And a travel violation is going to be called on Yonkers.
Now the wheels starting to fall off for Mountain Home.
So Hardaway has the basketball. She'll drive inside. She gets fouled. She'll be going to the line for 2.
We do apologize if there's a few issues in the stream. I think they're cleaned up now, but our producer extraordinaire, my business partner, Will Watkins, is trying to help our crew out at Morrilton right now. It's set up for the Mills broadcast, and they're not getting much help from some certain individuals in the building.
Second free throw, no good. 3-point advantage for Nettleton. Mitchell kicks it inside.
Double dribble.
And double dribble will be called. So as you see the effects on tournament-style basketball showing the cons between these two schools.
Yeah, you're just really starting to see a tired Mountain Home team right now, making uncharacteristic mistakes. And if they've got anything left in the tank, they've got to empty it here over the last 5.
That shot's no good. A foul called against Nettleton. Tori Cunningham.
Oh, no.
Will pick up her 3rd.
Thought they called that on 13.
So 5 minutes remain in this one. Still a 3-point advantage. Hardaway trying to poke it away.
Timeout, Lady Bombers.
And Mountain Home calls a timeout.
This is an important timeout for Coach Leonard, as his team has not scored several minutes here and now trail 53-50.
Well, Steve, you know, farming isn't just about getting your hands dirty anymore. It's about getting your data right. At ASU-BB, students in precision agriculture are working with drone technology, GPS tracking, GIS information, and even self-driving tractors. We're talking serious high-tech tools that are changing the game in agriculture. If you're into technology, problem solving, and want a career that's in demand, this is where you need to be. The industry is evolving. Are you? Check it out at www.asub.edu/precisionag and see how you can master the tech and own the field. This game just running about an hour, as it's now 7 o'clock here in Farmington.
Wasn't it nice to have that little break in between? We talk about how tired these ladies are out there playing. We're pretty weak in comparison, but boy, I was tired.
Well, you're also old. But anyways, shots up, shot's gonna fall for Brooklyn Mitchell.
At least my hair isn't running away at 23.
Yes, I understand what I said. I understand. I've read that like 100 times at this point.
And he didn't have his moral support in D-Rob here to let him know how great he did. So
yeah.
He gave us a B- effort on that read.
My apologies, chat. My apologies.
Look, the least surprising part, that's not the right guy. Don't worry about it. The least surprising, though, part about that read is not the self-driving tractors. It's that self-driving tractors exist. And again, you can only imagine what that farmer that looked out in his field the first time thought, oh, my goodness, the tractor's running away, guys.
Probably something similar to what happened in Back to the Future with Marty.
Oh, bad timing.
No way.
Well, we're no longer friends.
Nope.
No.
It was so nice. That's our guy. Okay, refocus. Time out. Refocus. We're good. Shots up. Shot's going to be good by Brooklyn Mitchell.
Much needed shot from Brooklyn Mitchell for all of us there.
They take the lead 54-53.
Oh, man.
Oh, goodness. Oh, shots on the way, no good. Rebound goes to Mitchell.
Cannot believe it. Oh, man. I feel like I got to go apologize to that man now.
Oh, goodness. I can't look at the chat. I'm going to lose it again. 3 minutes, 1 point lead for the Lady Bombers. Drives inside, shot's going to rim out. Rebound ripped away, jump ball, possession arrow, points in favor of Mountain Home.
They said the gold rush was over.
Timeout Nettleton. It's a full timeout with 2:48 seconds remaining.
Oh, man.
Hey, let's try this again, shall we? When orthopedic injuries happen, get expert care now. At UAMS Health Ortho Now, they provide fast, convenient care for all your orthopedic needs. From sports injuries to joint pain and beyond. No appointment needed. Walk in for immediate care, get on-site x-rays, and see the best in orthopedic care all in one place. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Don't wait in pain. Walk in today. For more information, call 501-666-TOSH. That's 501 8674. Oh. Whew. Chad, I appreciate you guys sticking with me there in my self-thriving director's moments. And we love y'all too. You guys are making it awesome. Hey, there he is. There's our friend, Mr. Jared. Livy Fostness inside. Shot's going to be no good. Nettleton with a chance to take the lead. Thomas controls the basketball. Cunningham inside. And a legal screen is going to be called against Simone Smith, and that's her 5th foul. She's going to be fouled out.
And that is huge because, again, we've talked about how important this game is inside, and that is the best option that Nettleton has to defend Livy Fostness. So now we'll see if Fostness can get things going.
.220 left. That's all that separates both these schools from a date with Farmington and Banco ZK Arena. The pass was tipped. Thomas, pass inside to Marshall. It's up and good.
Lord, what a feed.
They have the lead, 55-54, under 2 to play. Mitchell has it, trying to drive inside. She stops, she gives it up. Gonna try to reset. Eight seconds on the clock. Mitchell, three-pointer. Count it!
Ice water, what a shot by Mitchell.
Brooklyn bridges the lead back. 57-55 is our score. Hardaway, response. Yes, ma'am. Back-to-back three-point jacks.
I think my second favorite thing about this game is just over your right shoulder, there's a couple of Mountain Home fans, and they are in every play of this one.
Brooklyn drives inside. Blocking foul is going to be called. Should be going to the line for 2. That's Gleason picking up her 3rd foul.
We appreciate the kind words, Jennifer.
First one on its way. Going to be good. Tie game at 58, and we're heading for another photo finish. The second one converts. Now they regain the lead. Thomas brings it up for Nettleton. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Timeout called by Coach Frisbee. He wants to talk things over.
Well, what a finish we have here. Again, this has been a phenomenal job by both of these squads. Nettleton found themselves in a hole at the break. A huge third got them right back in this thing, and now it has been a nip and tuck affair down the stretch here in the fourth. We're in the final 37 seconds of it, and Tristan, so far, or as we go over these final 37 seconds, I think the one big key is how much energy does this Mountain Home team have left? Can they defend inside? No real inside presence with Simone Smith out of the game for Nettleton. So can they defend the drive, the kick, whether it be Thomas, Marshall, Hardaway, any one of those three can hit the three. They can also drive it to the bucket. And then conversely, on the other side, if I'm Mountain Home, I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to let Mitchell do her thing, run it through 4, but I'm finding 33, and I'm getting it to Fosness knowing that that lane should be hers to own right now. Yeah.
37.4 seconds remaining. Nettleton has the basketball. 17 seconds separate the shot and game clock. Hardaway, guarded by Fosness. Thomas, 3 seconds. She's got to shoot it. Hardaway throws it up.
Yeah, you had the double dribble before that. And so, boy, tough possession. Is a lot of confusion there late. And Tristan, I'm going to leave it to you and make my way down courtside to get our player of the game.
All right. Well, Steve will leave the headset, and you guys are back stuck with the guy who said self-thriving tractors. I could always give the headset to Steve's youngest son, Diesel, and Diesel could do color commentary with me. So out of the timeout, 1 point lead for Mountain Home. Farmington still has to foul twice to send them to the line.
Timeout, Lady Bombers.
Timeout called by Mountain Home.
This will be a full timeout.
This will be a full timeout. You know, farming isn't just about getting your hands dirty anymore. It's about getting your data right. At ASU-BB, students in precision agriculture work with drone technology, GPS tracking, GIS information, and even self-driving tractors. We're talking serious, high-tech tools that are changing the game in agriculture. If you're into technology, problem-solving, and want a career that's in demand, this is where you need to be. The industry is evolving. Are you? Check it out at www.asubs.edu/precisionag and see how you can master the tech and own the field. All right, resetting the scene now. 17.7 seconds remain in this one. Mountain Home has the basketball. They're up 1. 17 seconds. That's all that separates one of these teams from a date with Farmington in Bank OZK Arena for the 5A state championship. Who wants it more? We're going to get it in to Mitchell. And they're going to foul.
Personal foul, Nettleton's number 15, Tori Cunningham. That's her 4th personal.
Cunningham picks up her 4th.
Personal foul, Nettleton's number 15, Tori Cunningham. That's her 5th personal foul, Team Smith.
And Cunningham is going to check out, or excuse me, going to foul out.
Brooklyn Mitchell shooting 2.
So Mitchell will shoot 2. The Raiders have 1 timeout. First one does not fall. 1 point lead for Mountain Home. Second one rims out. They're going to advance it into the front court. And timeout's going to be called with 8.2 seconds. Nettleton in back-to-back games has a chance to beat the buzzer and go to the state championship.
This will be a 30-second timeout.
This will be a 30-second timeout. I'm joined by my side with no headset. My little buddy for the week, Diesel Henson. And he's giving me a look like, do not give me that headset. One point lead, 59-58. 8.2 seconds. That is all that separates one of these teams from heading to the state championship. Here we go. The inbound will go to Hardaway. 7 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. She throws up a prayer off the side of the backboard, no good. And Mountain Home has done it again.
Officials timeout on the floor.
The officials call a timeout.
.4 of a second will be on the clock.
4/10 of a second will be put on the clock.
Timeout, Mountain Home.
Mountain Home's now going to call a timeout. So the drama gets even bigger. 4/10 are on the clock. Nettleton, in theory, has about a 5% chance to just heave one up as soon as they get the ball. If it goes through and it's out in time, they will win the game and go on to Banco ZK Arena. Every Mountain Home fan in attendance is on their feet. You could cut the tension with a knife. The drama is building, and we still have a full game left to go. Cole to inbound. They have 4/10 of a second to get a shot off. The inbound at the Hardaway. Hardaway throws it up. And that's going to be it. Mountain Home has punched their ticket to Banco ZK Arena, where they meet Farmington for a date to decide who will be the state champion in the 5A. Both teams played hard. Hardaway couldn't get the shot to fall as she was blocked. On one side, it's the thrill of victory. On the other, it's the agony of defeat. Both teams fought hard to get here, but only one team can go on to Banco ZK Arena to play Farmington. Nettleton, for Nettleton, they go back to Northeast Arkansas with the question of what if. And for Mountain Home, they have a week off, and then they go to Banco ZK to play Coach McCullough, Easton McCullough, and Farmington.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to center court for a special presentation by Tournament Director Bo Thompson.
So So we're going to pause for a moment, let the team celebrate.
On the whole, you have earned your Everett right to the finals. Congratulations and good luck at Hot Springs.
Congratulations to Mountain Home. Ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. Steve Henson will be getting with Coach Dell Leonard in the player of the game momentarily. And there you have it. The second team to punch their ticket to Banco ZK. Mountain Home Lady Bombers.
We want to thank everyone for making this part of a special tournament at Farmington High School. We hope to see you next Saturday in Hot Springs for our Class 5A State Basketball Championships. Please be safe as you exit the arena. We hope you enjoy this next boys contest.
Looks like Steve has got with our player of the game and Coach Leonard. He's also going to be bringing Miss Yonkers with him. We're going to give him a second to get set. Steve, down to you.
I appreciate you, Tristan. I'm here with head coach Dell Leonard as well as our two players of the game, Jayla Yonkers as well as Brooklyn Mitchell. Brooklyn, I'm going to come to you first. What a game. Over the last 5 quarters, you've scored 35 points. Really came on at the end of that Bologna game when your team really needed you. Talk about the performance here tonight as you really took over in this ball game.
Yes, sir. I knew our team needed a little something, and they weren't guarding me on the dribble too well. So I knew that we had 32 minutes to play tonight. And I was tired, everybody was tired, but we just had to buck up and do it.
You know, I was talking with Dylan Connolly before the game, and he was telling me, you know, this is a team, what he was worried about was really 5 bodies is what you guys have played with most of the time. Early on, Livy Fosdick's got into a little bit of foul trouble. You had to bring some other people in, some great contributors out there. Talk about just the resiliency of this team to play such an emotional game yesterday against Bologna and then turn around and finish this one off.
Yes, sir. Yesterday was a big deal for us, and it took a lot of energy. We played 5 kids yesterday. We knew we needed more people today, and we trust everybody on our team. They all spend time in the gym, and we all just love each other, and we just spend so much time together. That chemistry is what carried us.
Jayla, you've been a scoring machine that we've seen here and done really well. Defensively, you've played really well as well, but we saw Nettleton yesterday. They were able to pull one out of a hat with 1.5 to go. What were you guys thinking, one in that last huddle, and then obviously you get the huge block to seal it?
We just know that we had to play lockdown defense there at the end. We knew it happened yesterday, but we all trusted in each other so much that we knew we could pull it off. So,
Coach, I know this obviously a very emotional game for you guys. Big win to knock off Nettleton, punch a ticket to the state championship. Talk about the resiliency of this team. Again, 5 ladies. Tonight you had 6 or 7 get out there on the floor, but really 5 great contributors. Huge defensive effort here and a huge offensive effort here.
Well, every team goes through adversity every year, and we haven't really dealt with much of it until here late. And we had it's kind of good adversity in a way. Our Coach Husky was gone last night for the birth of his first grandchild. Girls stepped up, got it done. Hey, can I say congratulations to Nettleton and Coach Frisbee? Unbelievable job. I mean, he's one of the really up-and-coming young coaches, and their kids played so well and got on such a run. I knew for us to beat them, we were going to have to really overcome some things we haven't seen. Number one, just extreme athleticism and quickness. And you can see that sometimes, but you don't see the ability to score the ball with it. And they have that. And that's an unbelievable team. Great job of their staff. So proud of these guys. I know there's a lot of good players in the league, but these 2 guards together are pretty special, and their teammates are special. And, this senior class I have been able to enjoy things that you just dream about as a coach. And, it's unbelievable. I'm so happy that these kids get to go play in Hot Springs.
Absolutely. You know, one other thing I wanted to ask you about, because yesterday we talked a lot on the broadcast in that Bologna game. You guys built that huge lead at the break, came into the third. Bologna, everybody I think knew Bologna was going to make a run. That's Bologna. They weren't going to just roll over. And it seemed like maybe a little bit you guys were like, hey, let's hold the water through the third and then we'll close them out in the fourth. In this one, it seemed like kind of a similar situation, except Nettleton was hot early from the perimeter, and in the second, you guys were able to make a nice run, go up 10 at the break, and then in the third, I think you knew the adjustments were going to come. They drove to the basket more. They were able to get up to the basket. Was that kind of part of it, knowing you had kind of a limited bench, maybe, hey, let's hold our water, and then let's go put this thing away in the fourth?
Well, the thing about it is, you know, my good friend Joe Foley's always said, if you can't guard the dribble, you're in trouble, and it wasn't that our kids weren't trying. I mean, those guys got to the rim and it's created some adversity. You know, I mean, like I said, we did a couple silly things. They had a really good game plan, but I don't really care how it ended up as long as we ended up on top, and I'm just proud of our kids.
One last question. Ticket punched. Pretty familiar opponent coming up. Talk about that matchup coming up.
Go ahead.
Obviously, they're a great team. Easton McCullough's great player. We just got to go in there with a good mindset, knowing that we are just as good as they are. And you know what? Third time's a charm. I think that we just have to trust each other going into the third time playing them this year. We have to trust our coaches in the game plan that they prepare for us. And yeah, let's get it.
And I just say respect. I respect Coach McCullough and Coach Early so much, and these kids respect their players, and just a ton of respect. And that's where it starts for us. And we're just going to go try to get ready and prepared. So.
All right, well, congratulations. Says a lot about the West that both you teams will be competing there in Hot Springs next week. Good luck. We look forward to seeing it. Yes, sir. Congratulations. What you got for us?
I was shaking in the audience, and I was crying, too.
She was crying.
All right, well, you go watch the broadcast and you cheer hard in Hot Springs.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Congrats. Tristan, back to you.
Thanks, Steve. Reminding you one final time, our score, 59-58. Mountain Home will punch their ticket at Banco ZK Arena in Hot Springs to play Farmington. Hey, we're going to go away for just a little bit. We'll come right back for the boys' game between Benton and Parkview. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here on the Natural State Sports Network.